they would start with a stack of paper, and we had reached the capacity where one person would have that stack of paper and they would just hammer it out all day. That's what they did all day, is just hammering out these tickets, because it was complete manual entry. Marvin Wharton. My role is I'm an application systems analyst and from Foster Fuels, which is in Lynchburg, Virginia. Our prior system was basically just an accounting system that had some adaptations put on top of it. Everything was done in paper, like the tickets from the trucks to even getting down to the pricing piece. Everything was just kind of done on paper. So we had reached the place with just growth and just the natural flow of business where it wasn't sustainable anymore, and we needed to make a shift to something that could scale with us and could kind of help us deal with the volume of tickets that were coming through. And Cargus definitely opened the door for that, because we were buried in paper. We had no scalable way to look at information. From the delivery side, we had reached a place with, they would start with a stack of paper, and we had reached the capacity where one person would have that stack of paper and they would just hammer it out all day. That's what they did all day, is just hammering out these tickets, because it was complete manual entry and there was no middle ground there to kind of help them not do that. I was a service billing person, so we would do all of our stuff on paper work orders, and then it would come in and I would kind of decipher the handwriting of the individual text, kind of sitting out there scribbling in the field and trying to decipher the name for different joints across the different parts of Virginia that we had our service technicians. So it was a challenge, but as we've moved into Cargus, it kind of gave us the ability to put tablets in their hands. Whether those hands wanted the tablets or not, it's a whole other thing. But it kind of centralized the naming conventions, and it kind of gave us a way to more effectively kind of do the pricing rather than having a person sitting there making the decisions of this part is this part is that. So we went from having to potentially add a second person to help with that to really kind of scoping it down to having just one person kind of carry the load there. It's refreshing to see. You're never going to find anything that's perfect, but having a tool that can kind of work within the three hubs of what you need, of something that's simple, something that's scalable, and something that you can kind of customize and work with. Like, those three pieces are always a challenge, because they're hubs that tend to work against each other. And that's really the key part and the really smart part of what you're doing, is being able to handle those three. It's really good software. It helped to bring light to what efficiency could be.